What's up with you?
Miss V.
You know why I stopped at the Siama? I didn't add the Hansen because I was going to say AKA and not sure whether the AKA will be Bulldog or Bullgod at this point.
It's Bullgod.
Bullgod. Yeah. But when they call you Bulldog, you still respond.
There's no problem.
So
it's just a flip, Bull depends on God. That's Bull DOG, Bulldog. So I just flipped it, so it makes it easier for you.
I saw a story. That's why I added VIP's name to it.
Yeah.
Do you at any point manage them?
Yes, yeah, but I didn't start with them.
So my producer doesn't even have his fact, and he was trying to confuse me with speaking into my ear that you didn't manage VIP.
I did.
Yeah, because
for
I saw
2 years. I did.
That you managed VIP.
No, for 2 years. So,
really?
But I didn't start with them. So
okay.
I started with 5-5. Yes.
Okay.
VIP was the biggest. I mean, in my career, I'm still here working, so I don't know. But as it stands now, they were the biggest acts that I've ever been blessed or been, blessed. Yes, to handle. Yes.
They're the biggest. They are much to handle.
Oh, I think not too much.
Not too much.
Yeah,
as
because
compared to Shatta.
Oh yeah. They're experienced. They're more experienced than Shatta. They know the ropes. They know the roads. These are international dudes. Everything you see now, they open the gates to it. You don't know VIP?
I know VIP.
Exactly.
I grew up enjoying VIP.
Exactly.
But if you say they are international dudes,
yes.
Especially when I'm making reference to the one you've managed the longest, Shatta Wale.
It doesn't matter. You can't even compare Shatta Wale to VIP. What they did, Shatta hasn't done. He's yet to do. You understand? Yes. Are we talking about VIP?
Yeah.
Do you know VIP?
Yeah, I know VIP.
Hey,
the guys who made us proud.
When all these Nigerian influx you're seeing today, yeah, they inspired them from the Whiskies to whoever. When VIP steps in Nigeria, you see, unfortunately, we don't even give
credit.
Yes, credit to our people. These are the guys who opened the door wide enough. All those days when the Channel O music, they had gone everywhere. You should see their room of plaques. These are huge giants. And it's sad because generation like yours will not go into the past and even research and do a story or learn about what the VIP group has done.
Of course, not generation like mine. Maybe the ones after me.
But your face. When I speak, your face is in doubt.
I'm looking at it from a manager's perspective that you've managed one artist for a very long period, and he's become our biggest export over a period of time.
Now,
yeah, and then now you tell me that what he's done, even as we've hailed him over the years, it's still not compared to what VIP has done.
It's like you're telling me that today, Blacko is all over the world, and that Blacko is bigger than Kojo Entry. You must be mad. Yeah, you must be mad. You can't say Blacko is bigger than Daddy Lumba. You must be sick. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. So don't bring the two artists together. They are in different realms.
Now,
and if you go and check the strides, the path that they chart, you will see it. It's not like anybody is saying anything. I've worked with both artists. Look, that's why I said VIP was the biggest. I was privileged when I got that call.
And what happened after 2 years? You let them go?
Yes.
Even after all the privileges they gave
you? No. We had a mutual, because there were other directions, myself. And But my point is that these are giants. Yes. And they need to be celebrated.
Then, so what happened to 5-5 within that transition? Did you leave them to manage VIP or you put the two?
Okay, so let me try and walk you through my journey. Okay. So I did, a few years with 5-5. We had issues. They left, came back. Then their contract ended. They left. Wanted to pursue their own stuff. Then I1 came through. We did almost 2 years. Couldn't work, left, natural face. Then VIP came through, before Shatta. You know what I'm saying? So that's my journey so far. So 5-5 was not even in the mix at the time when I was working with VIP. No, they were not.
But why have you omitted some names? There's Niso, there's Yaya at a certain point.
I haven't.
They didn't make you cash out.
Oh no, it's not about cashing out. Yaya's journey with us started when she just finished
Stars of the Future.
Stars of the Future. I'd gone to KOS Space to do a record for I1. And I realized she was there alone. And I'm like, how is she there alone? So I came back and spoke. I was working at Shatta at the time. So I came back and spoke to my boss, Niaite Hamon. I'm like, oh, but I go feel help you with this girl. So that's how it started. You know.
Were you the one who influenced the change of name? Because at the time she was doing Stars of the Future, she was better. No,
I think she discussed it with me. You know, I didn't influence. She discussed it with me, and I felt it would give her a new road, a new brand. You know, anytime you mention better, then you want to associate her with Stars of the Future. But if you want to break that that chain, then you want to now hold on, just like we did with
Evans. I was going to add that. You know, Black is called Vanilla.
Yeah, Vanilla, exactly. You know, because you're on a professional road now. You need a professional moniker to run your journey. Yeah, that's.
I went to Wikipedia to read something about you, and it's interesting. Let me read to you what Wikipedia says about you. It says Lawrence Nanaisi Amahansin, popularly known as Bulldog, is an artist manager in Ghana. He was the long-time manager for controversial Ghanaian musician Shatta Wale before they fell out. What do you make of this description of you? That's what everybody will see when they.
But there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I worked with him, so there's nothing.
You
wrong
work with a controversial artist?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with controversy. I love some controversy myself. I mean, once it's in the right space, right direction. I believe in questioning the status quo. I don't believe we should take hook, line, and sinker everything that is thrown at us. So I'm that person. You know, I want to challenge what is, you know, and that's the only way one can learn. You know, so when you challenge it and you find out you're wrong, you follow. If you find out you're right, now you create new philosophies. Everything that we see today, everything, people challenged it. I mean, back in the day, you needed a big OV van to transmit something. I mean, today, you know that your Facebook Live can just do it. It started by somebody thinking that, why is this? You know, they started thinking, asking themselves why. You know, the very first computer that was made is bigger than this, your whole office. Today, we have, it's just in your palm. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You need to challenge stuff.
If I ask you, because he's the longest, or you've managed him for the longest period of time, if I ask you to describe what that journey was for you, or has been for you, what would be the description?
I would say it was an exciting one. It was a learning curve, you know, because there are things that I learned. The experiences were different. With every artist, they're different, you know. So there are situations that you had never encountered, you know. So you will encounter those. So it makes you a better person. So for me, yeah, it was a good journey.
Good journey.
Yep.
Because, and I'm going back to this description of your artist.
No problem.
Because there's a song that I can't remember the words very well, but he says, "Why should anybody blame him for the monster they've created?" You managed him. Did you create a monster?
Did I create a monster? I mean. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think what he meant there was the fact that he had no love when he was coming up.
Is that true?
I won't say that. I mean, coming up, I wasn't there.
Okay.
It was Bandana at the time.
You weren't there in that phase?
No.
At what point did you show up?
When he was transitioning from Bandana to Shatta Wale, I was there. And we showed him all the love we can. You can. I mean, I can mention on top of my head 4 people. Stip is involved. Your Stip here. Siddiq himself. Chris Coney, I brought Julio, Foresight TV, that's Ignis, you know, together. Because then when he came to me, we realized that he didn't have media presence based on issues that he's had with them in the past. Issues that people had gone to tell some of these media people, you know, some crazy stuff. You know, so we realized that we needed to take another route. He had done some groundwork himself already on the streets, you know, and hey, we took it to the next level. So, I mean, if he's still saying that now, I don't think he's referring to the time he was transitioning from Bandana to Shatta Wale. I'm sure he was referring to the Bandana days, and that I wasn't there, so I can't speak on that.
But this song was not released during the Bandana days. This song was released during the Shatta Wale days, and constantly he's talked about the fact that they don't show him love, they don't love him.
My point is that he's an artist, so he can always go into 1444 and say anything. But if he's talking about not being showed love now, I don't know. I'll disagree with him because he's being showed love. He's huge. I mean, people like what people like. You understand what I mean? People will not come or not, fall for you or follow you when they don't see that you have people. So that's what I mean by
people. People will not even invest in you if you don't have people.
Thank you. So people love what people love. So at this juncture of his career, I mean, he can't say that. It won't be fair for him to say that because everybody else is showing him love. Everybody wants him on their platform. Everybody would open an arm. I'm not sure if Shatta called you today and said, "Oh, Miss G, can I come on your show?" And you say, "Nah. You won't do that, right?" So there's love. There's love.
Is it the case that because you've managed him, you want to understand the kind of personality that Artiste is before we move on to other things? Is it that he just doesn't like to be criticized, and anybody who says this is not the path he should toe becomes his enemy? Over the period, I'm asking because over the period, you more like sang his praise all through, and all of a sudden, when you began to look at things critically, he begins to feel that you're not supposed to be telling him that he's now like baring his teeth at you as well.
Oh, I mean, he has a right to do whatever he wants to do or say whatever he wants to say. We also have rights to say what we want to say. Nobody will gag anybody. It's a democratic dispensation. So we'll have our say at any given time. About whether he doesn't like to be criticized, I don't know. I mean, there are a few times when we're together, there are a few things, or most of the time, things that I say because, hey, I look after you. And that's my job. I'm a professional of my job. You don't know my job better than me because I've had experience. I also don't know your job better than you. You understand? So when we sit to talk about managerial stuff and all that, I'll have my say, obviously. And I'm not sure. I mean, those are indoor talks. So we will come up and agree on what the whole team says, and we push it. So I will not see him as somebody that doesn't want to be criticized because he also criticizes someone. So once you are able to open your mouth and critique others, you should expect the same thing. It's just it's normal. It's a natural phenomenon. I mean, hey, once you say X about somebody, you should allow somebody else to also say Y about you. You can go and rant and say all the things you say. They will have their say. Yeah.
How do you feel about his response to you saying that he cannot feel the O2, or that he said only Black Cherries? No, actually, it's about the album. That he said album. Yeah, look, hold on.
Miss G.
No, hold
or
on.
Miss V.
Hold on. It's actually about the album. You talking about Black Cherries album doing well as compared to he and Sarkodie's album because they were not on labels.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the response he gave?
What response? He sided with me. Did he? He did. Watch
No, that's not before the Paul interview. He had already come to respond.
Exactly. So then again, you have your answer in there. So when he came to respond and said all he said.
So the first response, you don't think it was for you?
No, let's just, it's for me. Let's just say I'll take it. It's for me. So I'm saying that if you, whatever that you said in the first response, then you go and say the same exact thing that I said.
So you become victorious.
Yeah. So
don't you get tired? 5-5 VIP, Shatta Wale. You've been called all sorts of names. That's why I asked you whether you created a monster because you yourself have been called a monster. They say you've almost been rubbish to have no good, but you've worked with very great brands. Don't you get tired?
No.
You don't want to give up. You don't want to leave the business for those who think they can run it.
Those
who think they can run it.
Those who think they can run it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a company that I'm running, Blue House Entertainment. I have staff. I have a team. When you say so, I should resign like Baba did here. This is my passion. I'm only giving up when I'm dead. I'm giving up when I give up the ghost. I'll be here when I'm 80, doing some new artists who we need to export to the world. That's the goal. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, it doesn't mean I won't delve into other things. Because even currently I'm doing other stuff. But my passion is here. So the name calling will not stop nobody. Yeah, I mean, if you call me names or what does that change? My work speaks for myself. I don't even have to defend anything. My work will speak. That's the most important. So whoever is saying, you look at them and they're like, oh, so the guy you're calling names, did he get you here? Was he part of the journey? Wasn't he part of the journey? Then you answer yourself. It's just simple. You know, people listen. People are discerning. People see. People hear. They think through. Don't ever think that when you throw sand into people's eyes, they'll just close it. No, they'll wash it away and see who you are. You understand? So I am not bothered. I mean, yes, not everybody. I don't expect everybody to like me. The way I carry myself is different from how everybody else will carry themselves. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't want everybody to be with me. Because when they are with me, then I'll be dull. There'll be nothing to prove.
Is it going to be difficult to replicate the success you made or you had with Shatta Wale, with Vanilla, and also with Papi of 5-5?
I mean, you can't even compare these acts. And you can't... What is success? What is success? I mean, everybody has their own direction. You understand? So are we going the Shatta Wale direction? Are we going the VIP direction? Are we going the 5-5 direction? Or we're going the I1 direction? Time will tell. And as time goes on, you give yourself new hurdles to glide over. You understand? So you can't even compare the two. You know, like it's me asking you that as you sit here, are you going to bring the same level of whatever to make sure 3 Music does better than TV3? Or your other platform, it's not even there. You can't compare. This is a different road.
But you're expected to, you know, be better than yesterday.
What is better? That's in your eyes. In my eyes, I have a book. I have a workbook, and I'm working with it. You understand? Look, who says Vanilla is strong enough, or not even strong enough, than any of the acts that I've worked with? We don't know. Time will tell. Time is the ultimate person that speaks the truth.
What are you hoping to do with him?
Reach the masses that we can, you know, given the time and space that will be allowed. I could leave this studio and die tomorrow.
God forbid, though.
Yes, he can be dead this morning, you know, but I just spoke to him, though, before I came. So anything can happen. But I'm saying that with God by our side, we'll push the brand where we can. We can't look. It's just like everybody's trying to look at one space. You know, that's not the way. The sky is too big for everybody.
Now, how have you tried, and I'm told I have a few minutes to go, and I have just 2 more questions for you. Have you tried to, you know, tighten your contracts? Because over the period, most of the artists will leave you. It's always a contractual issue. And even at a certain point, Shatta Wale began to make it look as though you're not working with contracts. And over the period, what have you learned with these things? And have you tried to, you know, tighten that part of the engagement?
For me, as an individual, as I said, I still don't believe in contracts. But I have a team. I have a lawyer in my team. Jerry Avenobo is part of my team. With the Vanilla team, and even the Papi team. So they will let them, when you meet them, you ask them about, I don't believe in contracts. I believe in, and when I say I don't believe in contracts, I don't believe in written contracts. I believe that, we need to work together. How long do we want to work? How much are you making? That's a contract, it's verbal. Most of the stuff that I've done is so. We go ahead and do the job.
When they come back to say you never said that?
That's it's on their conscience. Yeah, it's on their conscience. I don't lose anything. All I do is to give. That's the most important thing.
Finally, before we go, there's a video that trended yesterday, and because you had managed VIP and talked about the fact that we haven't shown them or given them their flowers, there's a video of Abeku Santana after Chief One said he wanted to feature Miss Bell. He said, old artiste or something like that, and that went viral. Do you think, it said former artists, you know, do you think that we tend to downlook, or, you know, or look down, or rather, on these people who have paved the way because you receive mixed reaction? Or it's okay to say somebody's a former artist?
You see, I don't know if Miss Bell has retired or has said anything.
She just has a Sibolanga or whatever.
Thank you. So I don't know whether she's come out to say I've retired. Even you can't even call Reggie Rockstone, who came out publicly and said he had retired or is getting off music, a former, you know, a musician is a musician. You understand? A vocalist is a vocalist. So depending on the context, I've not seen the video. Depending on the context in which you say it, it might hurt some people. So, and for Abeku Santana, this is like a huge individual, a huge contributor. Look, I mean, I don't take anything away from Abeku Santana. This is somebody who's helped me personally when I was coming up. So he's part of the Bullgod structure, you know, from the 5 days till today. You know, so if he said that, I don't know in which context, but it will be unfortunate to refer to Miss Bell. And then again, like I said, you cannot, Miss G, you're here today, you won't be here tomorrow. How would you feel if that all the work that you did is being rubbished? You understand? So, like you're saying, we need to give the flowers to those who have it, or those who are here now. We don't want to go and put a wreath on their grave. You understand what I'm saying? So we should learn how to respect all of the, you people like using the ecosystem, right? Let's respect everybody in that space. I keep saying that the carpenter that came to nail your studio here, who put all the stuff, respect them, because we all are contributors in the space.
Definitely we can